Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Java RMI, Remote Method Invocation, allows you to invoke methods on an object located in another Java Virtual Machine, JVM. RMI makes it easy to develop distributed applications in Java. Below, I'll provide you with an informative tutorial on Java RMI with a simple example. Overview of Java RMI. 1. RMI architecture. Remote interfaces, define the methods that can be called remotely. Remote objects, implement the remote interfaces, the server creates instances of these objects. RMI registry, a name server that allows clients to look up remote objects. Stubs and skeletons, the client uses a stub to communicate with the server's object, the skeleton. The skeleton is responsible for dispatching calls to the actual remote object. 2 key components. Server, hosts remote objects. Client, calls methods on remote objects. Step-by-step tutorial. Step 1, create the remote interface. First, we need to define a remote interface. This interface will declare the methods that can be called remotely. Step 2, implement the remote interface. Next, we implement the remote interface in a class that will serve as our remote object. Step 3, create the server. Now, we create the server that will register the remote object with the RMI registry. Step 4, create the client. Next, we create a client that looks up the remote object and calls its method. Step 5, compile and run the example. 1. Compile the Java files. 2. Start the RMI registry, in one terminal. 3. Run the server, in another terminal. 4. Run the client, in another terminal. Conclusion. You should see the server output server is ready and the client output response, hello, world. Notes. Ensure that the classes are in the same package or that you properly handle class path issues. RMI requires special handling for security. You may need to set a security policy file or run with certain permissions depending on your environment. This example uses RMI over the default port 1099. Make sure this port is not blocked by firewalls. This simple example demonstrates how to set up a basic Java RMI application. You can extend this by adding more complex methods, handling exceptions, or securing your application.